All right, ma'am, if you could state your full name and your date of birth.
Teresa Rose Julia.
Thank you. So you've got two separate cases here on the calendar. The first one in your matter is going to be a new case out of Superior Court. The charges are 2 counts of unlawful flight from law enforcement, a Class 5 felony, and 1 count of endangerment, a Class 6 felony, with the offense date of yesterday, September 5th. In this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed. You have a status conference set on September 12th at 8:30, evidentiary hearing September 13 at 1:30, and a preliminary hearing September 16 at 8:30. Those are all going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix.
Okay.
In this matter, I show you are also on felony release in another case, and that's the other matter we have on the calendar today, your warrant case.
Right.
That's CR2 2023-145798. Since you were on felony release at the time this new offense allegedly occurred and probable cause was found here, you are required, pursuant to Arizona law, to be held without bond at this time. That means you are not eligible for release. That is why we set that evidentiary hearing. That's the hearing on September 13. That's the court date I'm required to set here today in order to allow the court to review those release conditions. If you were to continue to be held non-bondable at that point, they would have to make some additional legal findings. Your second case, like I said, is your open felony matter. That's the warrant that was issued for a failure to appear. A status conference is set September 12th at 8:30. That'll still be at the downtown Phoenix Superior Court. The bond in that warrant's been affirmed, which is a $500 secured appearance bond. Do you have any questions regarding either matter?
I don't get in trouble. This is all new to me, but the open felony, the one I'm here for is for the warrants. I was told by my public defender that I had court on the 7th, which would have been yesterday or today when it all, I wasn't trying to run from anything.
Yeah,
I was trying to take care of it
completely. Saturday, so that's not true. But I'll let you know, it doesn't matter. Your hold is non-bondable whether you were here on a warrant or not, because you're on felony release in another case. So even if you were out on OR release and you get picked up on a new felony, you're non-bondable in that new matter.
But that's the warrant, correct?
No, you've got a bond on your warrant case. You have a $500 secured appearance bond. You came in on new felony counts for unlawful flight and endangerment. You are being held without bond in that
because of that matter. Oh.
Because those charges occurred while you were on felony release in another case.
So it's not possible to be on a bracelet or anything?
It is not possible. You are legally required to be held without bond. All right. If you want to go and step over, that information will be included in your paperwork. All right, we have Hector Barba and Sarah Otero will be up next. All right, sir, your full name and date of birth.
Hector Barba,
All right, thank you. You are here for a new case out of Superior Court. It is alleging one count of possession of a prohibited weapon. That's a Class 4 felony. 1 count of unlawful discharge of a firearm within city limits, a Class 6 felony, and 1 count of assault, a Class 2 misdemeanor. In this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed to represent you. You currently have a status conference set on September 12th with a preliminary hearing September 16th, both at 8:30, and that'll be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix.
Okay.
In this matter, based on the nature of the offense, that there is an allegation that you did discharge a firearm as well as the danger presented to the community by those kind of actions, I am going to be setting a bond in your matter, and that's a $15,000 secured appearance bond. Now, if you do post bond, that is correct. You are going to be ordered not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. You're not to possess any weapons. That includes in your residence, in your vehicle, or on your person. All right? Any questions regarding any of that?
Am I going to be here for the rest, or am I getting released?
You'd have to post a bond for release. So if you post a bond, you would be eligible for release in this matter, assuming you have no other holds, and I'm not aware of any.
Okay.
If you're unable to post a bond, then you would remain in custody and you'd be transported to your court dates.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions regarding that?
No, no.
All right. Thank you. All right. So we have Sarah Otero and Mark. I'll be up next. Hi, ma'am. Your full name and date of birth?
Sarah Otero.
Thank you. So you are here for 3 separate matters. These are all 3 probation violation warrants that were issued. I know you were already with a pending petition to revoke. You were released, it looks like, from this court. So in this matter now, you have a supplemental petition to revoke in all three cases. That's alleging a violation of terms 3 and 5. The public defender's been appointed. You have a revocation arraignment hearing September 13 at 8:30. Those will be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. In each of those matters, you now have a $1,500 secured appearance bond, so it's $4,500 for all three. If you do post bond and are released, you are still on supervised probation. You do still need to abide by all those terms. That does include contacting probation within 72 hours. Any questions regarding any of that information?
No.
All right, thank you. All right, so we have Mark Salam and Tamara Smith up after that. All right, so your full name and date of birth?
Mark Salami.
Thank you, sir. So you've got 4 separate cases on the calendar today. The first one is going to be for the new matter that just came in. So this is for a new charge out of Superior Court. It is alleging 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. In that matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed. You have a status conference currently set on September 12th and a preliminary hearing September 16th, both at 8:30, and that's going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. In this matter, you do have a bond. That's a $500 secured appearance bond. That's primarily since you're going to be here on 3 other matters. You're going to have bonds set in each of your probation cases. So each of those matters are also on the calendar. So the probation matters are here because a petition to revoke was filed that alleges a violation of terms 3, 5, and 15 of your probation terms. Now, the public defender's been appointed in those matters as well. Revocation arraignment hearing set September 13 at 8:30. Those will be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. In those matters, the bond and the warrants have been affirmed. The first 2 have $500 secured appearance bonds. The final matter has a $1,000 secured appearance bond. Since you're on IPS for that level of supervision, if you do post bond and you are released from custody, you do need to contact probation within 24 hours rather than that standard 72. Any questions regarding these matters?
No, thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, Tamara Smith and then Justin Scott up after that. All right, Ms. Smith, if you could state your full name and date of birth.
Tamerlyn Smith.
All right, thank you. So you are here for, let's see, 3 separate matters. So the first one in your case is going to be a new case out of Superior Court. In that matter, the charges are 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, 2 counts of possession of narcotic drugs, also Class 4 felonies, and 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony. So in this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed to represent you. You do currently have a status conference set on September 12th at 8:30, with that preliminary hearing September 16 at 8:30, and that's going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. So in this matter, you do have a bond in this case. You've got some other holds here too. And your bond in this matter, though, is a $1,500 secured appearance bond. Now, your second case that we have here, this is for a probation violation warrant that was issued. So in that matter, a petition to revoke was filed that alleges a violation of terms 3 and 5 of your probation terms. The public defender is appointed there as well. Revocation arraignment hearing set on September 13 at 8:30, still at the downtown Phoenix Superior Court. In that matter, if you do get released from custody, you're still on supervised probation, so you do need to contact probation within 72 hours if you're released from any facility. Looks like you haven't been in contact for some time. There will be a phone number that's provided in your paperwork that you're going to receive. So your final matter here is going to be for a warrant that was issued for a direct complaint that was filed. Now, that direct complaint alleges 1 count of promoting prison contraband, a Class 2 felony, and 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony. That has an offense date of March 22nd of 2023. So in that case, public defender is appointed as well, and you have the same court dates here as the first case. That's a status conference September 12th, preliminary hearing September 16th. In this final matter, I've just done a placeholder bond in the amount of $50, so that way they know you're in custody in all 3 cases. Any questions regarding any of these cases?
So am I bondable or not?
You are bondable. Your bonds total $1,300, it looks like, for all 3 cases.
So I'm bondable. Okay, awesome.
You are bondable.
I thought I heard you say that I'm non-bondable.
No, you are bondable in all 3 matters.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, so we have Justin Scott. Raul Gonzalez will be up next. Hi, Mr. Scott.
Hello.
State your full name and date of birth.
Justin Douglas Scott,
Thank you. So so you are here for a new case out of Superior Court alleging one count of possession of dangerous drugs, that's a Class 4 felony, one count of false reporting to law enforcement, a Class 1 misdemeanor, one count of obstruction, a Class 2 misdemeanor, with the offense date of yesterday, September 5th. So in your matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed. You currently have a status conference set on September 12th with a preliminary hearing September 16th, both at 8:30, and those will be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. In this matter, you do have a bond that's going to be a $1,500 secured appearance bond. I noted that it shows that you do already have a parole hold in place. So because you do have a parole hold, you won't get released in any event. So you might as well just leave the bond there, okay? Any questions regarding this? All right, thank you. All right, so we have Raul Gonzalez, and then Blake Pryor will be up after that. All right, sir, your full name and date of birth.
Raul Brian Gonzalez.
Thank you, sir. So you are here for a new case out of Superior Court. In your matter, the charges are one count of aggravated assault on an officer, a Class 5 felony, one count of criminal damage, a Class 1 misdemeanor, one count of threatening, intimidating, also a Class 1 misdemeanor. In this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed to represent you. You currently have a status conference set September 12th and a preliminary hearing September 16th, which are both going to be at 8:30 a.m., and they'll take place at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. In this matter, based on the nature of the offense that you're here for, you do have a bond in this case. That's going to be a $1,500 secured appearance bond. You're also going to be ordered that you are not to return to the scene of the alleged offense. You are not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness in this matter. If there is an order of protection issued, you must obey that order. And I'm just going to warn you that a violation of a no victim contact order and a criminal release order could constitute aggravated harassment. That is a Class 6 felony. If you come in on a new felony offense while being on felony release, you would be non-bondable. Any questions regarding that?
And that's the lowest I could get my bond to go?
Yeah, I'll let you know I even went lower than what the state was recommending because I received a written recommendation from them for $5,000, which was not out of the realm of what was appropriate in your case, but I'm not going to be going any lower than what I already have.
Also, no. Thank you.
All right. So we have Blake Pryor, Christopher Lambert will be up after that. All right, Mr. Pryor, go and state your full name and date of birth.
Blake Andrew Pryor.
All right, thank you. So you've got 4 separate cases here on the calendar today. So the first one is going to be the new matter you were just brought in on. This is for a new charge out of Superior Court. The charges are 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony. So in this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed, and the court dates you have here are status conference September 12th, preliminary hearing September 16th, both at 8:30. Those will be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. So in this matter, I am setting a placeholder bond in the amount of $50. I'm putting that in place because you're going to have bonds in your other 3 matters. So I want to make sure they know you're in custody for all cases, just in case you don't post those other bonds, okay? So the other 3 cases are your probation matters. They're all 3 here for a petition to revoke that was filed in each case alleging a violation of Term 3. So the public defender is appointed there as well. Revocation of arraignment hearing set on September 13 at 8:30. That's still at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. And in each of those matters, the bond and the warrant's been affirmed. Those each have a $100 secured appearance bond. So it's $350 for all 4 matters. Yes, for all 4 matters. If you do post bond and you are released from custody, you're still on supervised probation. You do still need to abide by all terms. That does include contacting probation within 72 hours.
Okay.
Any questions for me?
No, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, so we have Christopher Lambert and then Vincent Acosta will be up next. All right, sir, your full name and date of birth.
Christopher Ray Lambert.
All right, thank you, sir. So you are here for 2 separate matters. The first one's going to be the new case you were just brought in on. That's for a new matter out of Superior Court. The charges submitted are 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs and 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs. Those are both Class 4 felonies. 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, and 1 count of criminal trespass in the 3rd degree. That is a Class 3 misdemeanor. In this matter, the public defender has been appointed. You do have a status conference currently set on September 12th with that preliminary hearing September 16th, both at 8:30. Those are going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. In this matter, based on a review of your history, including your failure to appear history, you do have a bond. That's going to be a $500 secured appearance bond. Now, your next case you have here is your probation matter, and it's here today for a Term 1 violation, so it's the new offense.
What happened?
You've got a Term 1 violation. Okay?
Which is what?
That's for the new offense. It's because you got new charges. Because Term 1 is obey all laws, basically. Okay? So
And I
because
don't have
you
a
came
bond,
in on a new charge,
I have a bond because I'm not getting released because I have because of why? Exactly?
are you talking about in your new case? You're not
Yeah.
getting released because of your lengthy history, because of your failure to appear history, including one from last month, because you're already on supervised probation, and you're in here on another felony offense.
All right.
Okay? So in your probation matter, the public defender's been appointed. You have a revocation arraignment hearing set on September 13 at 8:30, and that's going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. In that matter as well, there is a $500 secured appearance bond, so the total is $1,000 for both. In this matter, if you do postpone and are released, you're still on supervised probation. You do still have to abide by terms, so it does include contacting probation within 72 hours. Any questions regarding that?
No, that's it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we have Vincent Acosta and then Angel Cervantes up after that. All right, sir, your full name and date of birth?
Vincent James Acosta.
Yes, sir. So you are here for a new case out of Superior Court. It is alleging one count of unlawful one count of unlawful use of a means of transportation, which is a Class 5 felony with the offense dated September 5th. The Public Defender's Office has been appointed here to represent you. You do have a status conference set on September 12th, preliminary hearing September 16th, both at 8:30, and that'll be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. I did take a look at your history. It looks like you already have about 6 prior felony convictions with multiple DOC terms, as well as a number of prior failures to appear. So in this case, I recognize the age of them, but you have a lot of them.
Yeah,
So in this matter, you are going to have a bond. I did make it a lower bond because I took into account the fact that you don't have anything within the last 4 years or so. So in this matter, you do have a $500 secured appearance bond. So you are going to be ordered not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness in this matter as well. All right. Any questions regarding that? All right. Thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Cervantes, and then Kathy Murillo will be up next. All right, sir, go and state your full name and date of birth.
Angel Andres Cervantes.
All right, thank you. So you are here for 2 separate cases. The first one is going to be a new case out of Superior Court. This is alleging 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs, which is a Class 4 felony. The Public Defender's Office has been appointed here to represent you. You have a status conference currently set on September 20th and a preliminary hearing September 24th, both at 8:30, and those are going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. I am aware that you are also on supervised probation. I did take a look at your notes. Looks like you have not had any other violations noted. You've also already had a modification of your probation based on your otherwise compliance with your probation terms. Because you are current on probation, other than now you do have a Term 1 that we're going to go over, I am going to be releasing you today, but it is going to be subject to the supervision of your probation officer. You need to continue to be in the exact compliance that you've already been in, okay? So within 72 hours of your release, you do need to contact probation. They do know you're here because they've submitted your second case. Now, your second matter is that probation case. Like I said, they've done a Term 1. In that matter, the public defender's been appointed as well. Revocation arraignment hearing set on September 13 at 8:30, still at the downtown Phoenix Superior Court. In that matter, you have the same release conditions. You are being released subject to the supervision of your probation officer. Just keep in mind, I just gave you 2 separate court dates. That probation case is the one coming up first on September 13th.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. So that's, all right, okay.
And it'll be in your paperwork. You're going to get separate paperwork for each matter.
Okay.
Okay?
But my probation officer, she already knows
They do know you're here because, yep, they submitted the Term 1.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, we have Kathy Murillo and Aiden Blackwell will be up next. Date of birth?
Kathy Lynn Castillo.
And your date of birth? Ma'am. So you are here for a new case out of Superior Court. It is alleging 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs, which is a Class 4 felony, 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, with the offense date of yesterday, September 5th. In this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed to represent you. You do currently have a status conference set on September 20th, preliminary hearing September 24th, both at 8:30. And that's going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. In your case, based on the nature of the offense here, I am going to be following the PSA recommendation, but I'm increasing the supervision from what they have based on your history. So you are being released, but it is going to be subject to the supervision of pretrial services. Before you go, you'll receive some additional instructions on that, including their contact information. You do have to stay checked in with them while on release. You would also be subject to drug testing and monitoring while on release. Any questions regarding that?
No.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, so we have Aiden Blackwell. Justice Hersey will be up next. All right, sir, your full name and date of birth?
Aiden Blackwell.
All right, thank you. So you are here for a new case out of Superior Court. It's alleging 1 count of unlawful use of a means of transportation as a passenger. That's a Class 6 felony. So in this matter, the public defender has been appointed. You have a status conference set on September 20, preliminary hearing September 24th, both at 8:30, and that will be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. I did receive a written recommendation in your matter actually requesting release to pretrial services. So I am going to go ahead and follow that recommendation. You are being released today, but it will be subject to the supervision of pretrial services. You'll get their information before you go in your paperwork, including their contact information, because you do have to stay checked in with them while on release. You're also going to be ordered not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, witness, or co-defendant in this matter. Did you have a question?
Yeah, who is what was the name of that? The team, the parent?
Pretrial services?
Yeah, pretrial services, yes.
Yeah. So it's basically through the probation office. It is a form of supervision, but it's pre-trial, so it's pre-conviction supervision.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Any other questions regarding that?
No, thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. Justice Hersey and Sonia Hernandez. Hernandez will be up after that. All right, ma'am, your full name and date of birth?
Justice Hersey,
Thank you. You are here for a bench warrant that was issued. It's for a failure to appear in CR 2024-110974. So in that matter, status conference is set September 20, preliminary hearing September 24th. Those are both at 8:30. I did take a look at your history. Looks like this is the first warrant issued in this case, and I also don't see any prior failures to appear listed in your criminal history. So if I give you another opportunity and release you today, are you going to be able to appear at that September 20th court date?
definitely. It's just, I'm trying to get into rehab. Like, I honestly don't even, I'm scared to get out of jail because I don't want to die. Like, I have a really bad fentanyl addiction. Like, I tried to get into New Freedom earlier this week. For the past 2 weeks, they said that I didn't qualify or whatever, or meet criteria or whatnot. So it's like...
Okay, I appreciate that. I can set the bond that was in your warrant, if you like. It's a $250 bond. That is going to cause you to remain in custody if you're unable to post it.
I mean, I do have an appointment on Monday to a clinic, do IOP and kind of have some accountability, and they do have sober living and stuff like that. I would very much so like to keep that appointment. So if we could just do that, then I guess if you're willing to give me one more chance, then I'm willing to act on it.
So here's what we're going to do then. I am going to release you. It's going to be subject to the supervision of pretrial services.
Okay.
Okay? So you'll get their instructions before you go. You do have to stay checked in with them while you're on release.
Okay.
They also might be able to assist you with some bus passes and stuff if you need that help getting to those places.
Oh, right.
Okay? All right. So I hope you do follow through on Monday. And
Yeah.
don't do anything in between now and then.
Right.
To kind of mess that up.
Yeah.
All right? Any other questions?
No.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. All right. We have Sonia Hernandez and then Natalia Zay will be up next.
Hello, Sonia Isabel Hernandez.
Thank you. You are here for a new case out of Superior Court. It is alleging 1 count of criminal damage, a Class 5 felony, 1 count of assault, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and 3 counts of disorderly conduct, also a Class 1 misdemeanor. In this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed to represent you. The court dates at this time are a status conference September 20, preliminary hearing September 24th, both at 8:30, and that'll be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. I don't show that you have any other criminal history, so I am going to be following the PSA recommendation here. You are being released on your own recognizance, which is going to be your promise to appear. You do have orders, though, you are not to return to the scene of the offense. You are not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness in this matter. If there is either an order of protection or order against harassment issued, you must obey those terms. And I just will warn you that a violation of a no victim contact order and a criminal release order that could constitute aggravated harassment, that is a Class 6 felony. If you come in on a new felony offense while being on felony release, you would be non-bondable at that point. Okay. Any questions regarding that?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so we have Natalia Zay. I show she is the last person to be seen on the calendar. All right, ma'am, your full name and date of birth?
Natalia Lene Zay.
Thank you. So you are here for a new case out of Superior Court. It is alleging one count of aggravated DUI, Class 4 felony. Actually, hold on one second. You've got a second count of aggravated DUI for having a third and time DUI, but I don't recall seeing that. Give me one sec. All right. We'll have to reprint out her paperwork. I'm not finding probable cause on the third and time DUI. You might have those three. I don't know, but your criminal history does not list them. It just lists one prior misdemeanor DUI. So that charge still could come back and hit you if someone else has additional information on you, okay? So in this matter, you also have one count of an open container of liquor in a vehicle. That's a Class 2 misdemeanor. So the public defender has been appointed. You have a status conference set September 20, preliminary hearing September 24th, both at 8:30, and that's going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. In this matter, based on your otherwise lack of any other history other than the one DUI that I located, you are being released today on your own recognizance. It is going to be your promise to appear. You do have orders that you are not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol while on release. Do you have any questions regarding that?
No, ma'am.
All right. You want to go ahead and step over? Looks like your paperwork's already been reprinted, so we can go ahead and give that to you now. Thank you. All right, I showed that.